hello and welcome to this evening's performance of Iolanthe. Oh, you're here amongst the fairies, look out. The first thing I want, I gotta remember the order of things. My name is Suzanne Bell, and I have a few things to tell you before we get started. And the first thing I want to do is thank everybody so much who puts money in the fishbowl, and even those who don't. We're just so glad to have you here. And I have a special thanks for people we call the patrons. Woo-hoo! Now, patrons give us a certain amount of money from $25 up to whatever annually, or you can set up a monthly donation, and that keeps us rolling along and knowing that we're going to be able to do the next show. And in your program, what do you know? There's a lovely little envelope that you could use to become a patron. And off Monroe has even joined are we at the 21st, 22nd, whatever century? We can take credit cards. It's too much happiness, as they say in Gilbert and Sullivan. So, if you're moved after Act 1, you could just come up, become a patron, just like that. Okay, then the more boring things, emergency exits. In the event of an emergency, exit through these doors along this side of the hall, and unfortunately then it means stairs, down the stairs. Either there's a stairwell there or down a ramp in the other direction. But hopefully there will be no emergencies. Now, you may be wondering, I usually get a postcard from OMP about their next show. Where did they drop me off their list? What happened? We're trying to do away with postcards. We discovered we're like the only group in town that still does them. They're very expensive. And it's just not quite how we want to spend the generous donations you give us. So, we're trying to go to all email. So we send out email blasts when we have a show coming up. And trust me, we won't bother you unless we have a show coming up. We're just not that organized. But again, you could use this lovely envelope to either make sure we have your right email, or if you don't do email, heaven bless you, and you want something physical, let us know that, because we certainly don't want to drop anybody that needs a physical postcard. So, there will be a 15-minute intermission, yay! And the first thing people usually want is the restrooms. They are out the doors and to the right. Go down to the end of the hall and turn right, and there are 2 unisex restrooms at the end of the hall. If the line gets long, you can take the elevator down to the first floor, and there are more restrooms. But let's see if we can make it through on these. It's just closer.
Yeah.
And then, what goes in goes out. No, anyhow. I promise not to say that. I'm terrible. We have treats in the other direction. In the Sapphire Lounge, you can get cookies and coffees and teas and hot chocolates and things. Maybe it's too warm for those things, but there's also water. So feel free to get those at intermission. You can bring them back in here with you if you haven't finished. And again, if you didn't bring any cash, you can use your credit card. We really are excited about that. Okay, finally, these lovely objects that we cannot live without. If you could make sure it's silent, for one thing. Actually, I need to do that because every time my husband goes in and out the back door, the Ring camera goes off. So I will do that. But also, please, pretty please, even if you want to tell your friends, oh my God, I'm at the best show ever, don't text or check email during the show. The actors can see you. And they might think that you were saying something dreadful. because we're very insecure. So please don't do that. Just put them away and let's go to fairyland. It's much more fun. Thank you for being here.
Hey. very well, but since our queen banished Iolanthe, fairy novels have not been what they were.
Iolanthe was the life and soul of fairyland. Why, she wrote all our songs and arranged all our dances. We sing her songs and we trip her measures, but we don't enjoy ourselves.
To think that 25 years have elapsed since she was banished. What could she have done to deserve so terrible a punishment?
Something awful. She married a mortal.
Is it injudicious to marry a mortal?
Injudicious? Why, it strikes at the root of the whole fairy system. By our laws, the fairy who marries a mortal dies.
But Iolanthe didn't die.
No. Because your queen, who loved her with a surpassing love, commuted her sentence to penal servitude for life, on condition that she leave her husband without explanation and never communicated with him again.
That sentence of penal servitude she is now working out on her head at the bottom of that street.
Yes, but when I banished her, I gave her all the pleasant places of the world to dwell in. I never imagined she'd go and live at the bottom of a stream. It makes me perfectly wretched to think of the discomfort she must have undergone.
Think of the dam, and her chest was always delicate.
And the frogs. I shall never enjoy any peace of mind until I understand why she went to go live among the frogs.
Then why not summons her and ask her?
Why? Because if I were to lay eyes on her, I shall forgive her at once.
Then why not forgive her? 25 years, it's a long time.
Think how we loved her.
Loved her? Oh, what was your love to mine? Why, Iolanthe was invaluable to me. Who taught me to curl up in a buttercup? Iolanthe, who taught me to swing upon a cobweb? Iolanthe, who taught me to dive into a dewdrop, to nestle in a nutshell, to gamble upon gossamer? Iolanthe.
She certainly did surprising things.
Oh, give us back to her, great queen. If not for your sake, for ours.
Oh, I should be strong, but I am weak. I should be marble, but I am clay. Her punishment is heavier than I intended. I never meant for her to live among the frogs. And, well, oh, it shall be as you wish. It shall be as you wish. Iolanthe, from thy dark exile, thou art so loved. Come to our call, come.
merciful to sweep within our hearts. Rise, thou art welcome to our hearts again. Iolanthe, Iolanthe, we have shared thy bitter pain. Iolanthe, Iolanthe, every heart and every hand in a loving little band. Welcome seas to fairyland. Iolanthe, Iolanthe, welcome seas to fairyland. Iolanthe,
And now tell me, with all the world to dwell in, why on earth did you choose the bottom of that stream?
To be near my son, Sullivan.
Oh, bless my heart, I didn't know you had a son.
He was born soon after I left my husband. By your royal command. But he doesn't even know his father's existence.
How old is he?
He's 24.
24? No one to look at you would think that you had a son of 24. But that's one of the advantages of being immortal. We never grow old. Is he pretty?
He's extremely pretty. But he's inclined to be stout.
I see no objection to stoutness. In moderation.
And what is he?
He's an Arcadian shepherd, and he loves Phyllis, a ward of Chancery.
A mere shepherd, and he half a fairy?
Well, he's a fairy down to the waist. But his legs are long.
Dear me.
I have no reason to suppose that I am more curious than the next person, but I should like to meet a person who is a fairy to the waist and whose legs are mortal.
Nothing easier. Here he comes.
Good morrow, good mother, good mother, good morrow. By some means or other, may banish your sorrow. With joy beyond telling, my lords and the swells of joy and of measure, expressing a pleasure, for I'm to be married today, today. Yes, I'm to be married today.
Yes, he's to be married today, today. Yes, he's to be married today.
But the Lord Chancellor has at last given his consent to your marriage with his beautiful ward Phyllis.
Oh, not he indeed. And to all my tearful cries, he replied, a summer lad is no fit mate for a ward of Chancery. There I stood in court, singing songs of Arcady, with flattering and accompaniment in vain. Oh, at first he seemed amused, as did the bard, who quickly tired of my song and pipe let me get out. A servile usher in crusted bands and rusted bombazines let me still singing in Chancery Lane. Oh, I'll call no more. I'll marry her to Dame Break the upshot come what may. But who are these?
Oh, Strephon, rejoice with me. My queen has pardoned me.
Pardoned you, mother? Oh, why, this is good news indeed.
And these women are my beloved sisters.
Your sisters?
Yeah.
Why, then they're my aunts.
A pleasant surprise for your bride on her wedding day.
Oh, hush. My bride knows nothing of my fairyhood. She believes I have not told her, lest it frighten her. She believes me mortal, prefers me so.
Your fairyhood doesn't seem to have done you much good.
Oh, much good, my dear aunt. Why, it's the very curse of my existence. What's the use in being half a fairy? Why, I could slip through a keyhole. But what's the use in that if my legs are still dangling out? And I love a good opera. Oh, but what's the sense in that if my feet keep dragging me to a hockey game? From the waist up, I have a fairy band. But from the legs down, I'm a chibberina. And my upper half is immortal, while my lower half grows older every day. Now what am I to do with my upper half when I bury my lower half? Oh, I just don't know. I just don't know.
Poor fellow. I see your difficulty, but with a fairy brain, you should seek an intellectual sphere of action.
I'm all ears.
Let's see. I have a burrow or two at my disposal. How would you like to go into Parliament?
Oh, very nice.
Parliament? Oh, why? I should do no good there. Why, you see, from the waist up, I'm as honest as any fairy. But from the legs down, I'm as corrupt as any politician. And out of the vision, I'd be afraid to take me into the wrong lobby. You see, they are 2-1, which is a pretty strong majority.
Don't let that distress you. You shall be returned a liberal conservative. And your legs shall be our peculiar care.
I see your majesty does not do things in pairs.
No, for we are fairies down to the feet. Very well, attractive stranger.
Very well, attractive stranger.
Shouldst thou hear in doubt or danger, peril or perplexity, call us and we'll come to thee.
I call us and we'll come to thee. Tripping thither, nobody knows why or whither we must now be taking wing to another fairy ring. Tripping thither, we must now be taking wing to another fairy ring.
Good morrow, good lover, good morrow. I prithee discover, steal, purchase, or borrow some means of concealing the care or feeling and join in a measure expressive of pleasure. For we're to be married today. Yes, we're to be married today.
Yes, we're to be married today. Yes, we're to be married today. Oh, let me take a look at you, Willis. And tomorrow we're to be happy forever.
We're to be married.
That is the same thing.
That it is. But most dreaded. I tremble at the step that we're taking. I believe it's penal servitude for life to marry a ward of the court without the Lord Chancellor's consent. I shall be of age in 2 years. Don't you think we could wait 2 years?
2 years? Why, have you ever looked in a mirror?
No, never.
Oh, wow. Let's see if I still got it. Take a look.
You have nothing, it's empty.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Take another look.
That is also empty.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Give it a kiss. Didn't work. Give it another one. Okay, voila. Here we go. Now, tell me. Take a look and tell me if you think it's reasonable for you to expect me to wait 2 years.
No, you're quite right. It's asking too much. We must be reasonable.
Oh, now you tease, Phyllis. Besides, you know a lot can happen in 2 years. Why, you may even fall for the Lord Chancellor himself.
Yes, he certainly is a clean old gentleman.
As it is, half the House of Lords are sighing at your feet. Oh, Phyllis, oh, Phyllis.
The House of Lords are certainly extremely attentive.
Attentive, I should say. Why did 5 and 20 conservative peers come shooting down in your grass pot last autumn?
The birds have been pooping everywhere this year.
Oh, don't tell me it was the sparrow. And why did 5 and 20 liberal peers come fishing in your gold pot?
I don't have I don't know.
Last week you said it was the goldfish. Nope. Delays are dangerous. And if we are to marry,
None shall part us from each other. One in life and death are we. Loving all to one another. I do thee and thou to me. All in all to one another. I to thee and thou to me. Thou the tree, and I the flower, thou the idol, thou the day, and I the hour.
I the singer, thou the song. All in all, since that fond meeting, when in joy I want to find, find the Lord within the reading, find the love that heart can try, find the heart within the beating, find the love that heart can try.
Thou the stream, and I the willow, thou the sculptor, I the
Thou the
clay,
rain,
thou the
ocean, I the willow, I the sunrise, thou the day,
thou the stream, I the willow,
and thou the willow, I the ocean, thou the willow, thou the sunrise, thou the
song in Rochester.
I'm not so old and I'm not so plain, and I'm quite prepared to marry again with the be a deuce to pay the Lord if I fell in love with one of me wards. Truly tries my temper, for I'm such a susceptible chancellor.
Traveler tries his temper, for he's such a susceptible chancellor.
And everyone who'd marry a ward must come to me for my accord. And in my court I sit all day, giving agreeable girls away. And one for him, and one for he, and one for you, and one for ye, and one for thou, and one for thee, but never, oh never, a one for me, which is exasperating for a highly susceptible chancellor.
Which is exasperating for a highly susceptible chancellor.
And now, my lords, to the business of the day.
By all means, Phyllis, a ward of court has so powerfully affected your lordships that you have approached me as a body, asking me to give her to whichever one of you she shall select as most proper. And even now, a noble lord has gone to her cottage to request her immediate attendance. Now, it would be idle for me to deny that I myself have been singularly attracted to this young person. My regard for her seriously affected my constitution. 3 months ago, I was a stout man. I need say no more. Now, if I could reconcile this with my duty, I would unquestionably give her to myself, for I can quite conscientiously think of no man more well fitted to make her exceedingly happy. And yet, this award would be open to misconstruction, and therefore, without regard for personal conscience, I waive my claim.
My lord, I desire on the part of this house to express sincere sympathy with your lordship's most painful position.
Oh, I thank your lordships. It is not good to envy the position of a chancellor in this situation. What is his position?
My lord.
Can he give his consent to marry his own ward in his own court?
Well, my lord.
Can he marry his own ward in his own court without his own consent?
Well, my lord, surely.
And if he did marry his own ward without his own consent, could he consign himself for contempt in his own court? And if he consigned himself for contempt of his own court, could he then appear by counsel to seek redress of his own judgment?
Well, my lord.
Oh, it is painful, my lord, to sit upon a woolsack stuck with such thorns as these.
My lord, I have much pleasure in announcing that I have succeeded in inducing the young person to present herself at the bar of this house.
Oh, good show, old woman. Good show, good show. Where is she? Where is she? Is that her? Where is she? Out there?
Oh, rapture, how beautiful, how gentle, how beautiful.
All the young ladies I know, this pretty young lady's the fairest. Her lips have the rosiest show, her eyes are the richest and rarest. Her origin's lowly, it's true, but of birth and position I've plenty. I've grammar and spelling for 2, and blood and behavior for 20. Her origin's lowly, it's true, I've grammar and spelling for 2, of birth and position I've plenty, with blood and behavior for 20.
questions of party of good, in a frenzy of love and devotion. If you ask us distinctly to say what part to be played, to belong to, we reply without doubt to relay the part you are singing this song to. If you ask us distinctly to say, we reply without doubt or delay, the part to be played, to belong to, is the part you are singing this song to. The part to be played, to belong to, is the part you are singing this song to.
I'm very much pained to refuse, but I'll stick to my pipes and my tabors. I can spell all the words that I use, and my grammar's as good as my neighbor's. As for birth, I was born like the rest. My behavior is rustic but hearty, and I know what you taught for the best. When I want a party, you the party.
from Strephon, mine this priceless treasure. Against the world, I take my darling's hand. A shepherd I, a shepherd he, a heart could die, a heart could deep, betrothed of me, betrothed are they, and means to be espoused today. A shepherd he, a heart could deep, a shepherd he, a heart could deep, betrothed is he, betrothed is he, and means to be espoused today. But you see, my lord, I know no courts of chancery. I follow nature's acts of pardon.
What?
Why, the bees and the breezes, the rooks and the brooks, the gales, the vales, and the fountains. Even the mountains cry, you love this fair maiden, take her, we command you. Just lit by the bright barbed dart that leaps through lower light from each grim thundercloud. The very rain pours down her sod in sad sympathy. And when bid by coarse nature to take her, should I reply, nay, but a certain Lord Chancellor forbids it. My good lord,
Yeah.
you are England's High Lord Chancellor.
Yeah.
But are you Chancellor of the birds and the trees? Are you Prince of the winds and King of the thunderclouds?
No. It is a nice point, though. I don't believe I've ever met it before. But you see, the problem I have, my good fellow, is there's no evidence.
No evidence? But I tell you, she bids me take her.
That's not evidence. You can't tell me what she told you, and you told her, and she told... That's not evidence. Now, an affidavit from a thunderstorm, or a few words of oath from a heavy shower. Oh, now, these would be treated with all the respect they deserve in a court of law.
Oh, and you'd have the heart to apply this prosaic rule to a case that bubbles over with political emotion.
Distinctly. I have always kept my eye strictly upon my duty, and it is to that fact that I owe my advancement to my present distinguished position. Please. When I went to the bar as a very young man, said I to myself, I'll go with a new and original plan. Said I to myself, I'll never assume that a rogue or a thief is a gentleman worthy implicit to me just because his attorney has given me a brief. Said I to myself, Ere I go into court, I will read my brief through, said I to myself, and I'll never take work I'm unable to do, said I to myself, I'm no profession I'll never disgrace by taking a fee with a grin on my face, but I haven't been there to attend to the case, said I to myself, I'll never throw dust in a juryman's eyes, said I to myself, nor hoodwink a judge who's not overwise, said I to myself, I'll never assume witness summoned to court, an exchequer, Queen's bench, come and please of divorce, would perjure themselves as a matter of course, said I to myself, In other professions in which men engage, said I to myself, the army, the navy, the church, and the stage. Said I to myself, professional license will get you so far and will never get you promoted at the bar, and these fools need to apply to the bar. Said I to myself,
Yes, sir.
And so, my dear sir, you see why I cannot possibly consent your engagement to Phyllis.
But my sir. Oh, Phyllis. Oh, Phyllis, just being a point of having you and lose you all together is just too much. It's just too much.
My son in tears. And on your wedding day.
My wedding day, a week would be better for the courts have been proposing a certain Lord Chancellor forbids it.
The Lord Chancellor. Oh, if he did but know.
If he did but know what?
No matter. The Lord Chancellor has no power over you. Remember, you're half a fairy. You can defy him. Down to the waist.
Yeah, and he could commit me to court, to jail for centuries, and what's the use of my upper half being free while my lower half is serving 7 years penal servitude?
True. But take heart. My queen has offered you her special protection. I'll go to her and lay this peculiar case before her.
Oh, you will, mother. Oh, how can I ever repay the debt that I owe you? When darkly looms the day and all is tall and gray, to chase the gloom away and the hour call.
What was that?
I think I heard him say that on a rainy day, to while the time away on her he called.
We think we heard him say very soon be glad as soon as one. For when the sky is dark and tempests wreck his bark, if you should need an ox, she'll give him one. Oh, give him one. Oh, give him
Oh, shameless would tremble, they do not take down when they fall to desire, growing hard and good and worshipped him blindly, he worships another.
Send to me, ladies, ladies, my mother.
This lady's is what?
This lady's my mother.
This lady's is what? He says she's his mother.
What makes this work unseemly? It shakes down his finger.
Joe is going extremely and justifies on earth.
This gentleman is seen with a maid of 17, a taking of his dolce far niente. And what has he achieved? For he asks to believe she's his mother, and he's nearly 5 and 20.
Recollections of a grave, be careful what you say. Remember what the Roman said, Iolanthe. For I really do not see how the young girl can be a mother of the land of 5 and 20.
My lords of evidence I have no doubt she is, has been my mother from my birth. It makes me good upon her I lay, with infant food she moistened in my plate. And she denied the succor she supplied. My hunger, well, your strength it might have died.
Had this refreshment been denied, indeed young Sullivan might have died.
Had that refreshment been denied, indeed our Sullivan might have died.
What has she thought his mother it appears? Why weep these hard, unnecessary tears? And by what law should we so joyous give? Rejoice because our Strephon did not die. Oh, rather let us pipe our eye, because our Strephon did not die.
That's very true, let's pipe our eye, because our Strephon did not die.
God's righteous line, forever we must part. To what filled my heart, my dearest, my heart.
Oh, rapture! Oh, rapture!
Not a word you did deceive me. Did deceive me.
Not a word you did deceive her.
For riches and rank I do not love, their pleasures are false and vain. I gave up the love of the Lord my throne for the love of a sinful swain. But now that sinful swains untrue, with a sorrowful heart I turn to you. My heart my sorrowful heart I want to do. The riches and rank that you withhold, and the only things I lose. So the riches and rank is not yours. my sorrowful heart shall choose, as none are so noble, none so rich, as these couple of lords of mine on earth. And for what I'm new to, and I don't care which. To you I give my heart so rich,
Too rich.
I do not care. To you I yield, it is my due.
To whom?
I want all there. I know it, for the life is your pleasure.
She's whose?
If you're affair, I'll be a county share. I know
Of what?
I do not care.
Lucky little lady, strapped on the shady, Rangus is her title, Countess is her title, yes, Countess, Countess, the title. Out of what I'm not aware, out of what I'm not aware. Can I not dare see my fortune fade? No, no, oh, no, no, oh, mighty protectress, hasten to my aid.
Dripping bitter, nobody knows why or whither. Why you want us, we don't know, but you summon us, and so enter all the little fairies to their usual tripping measure. To all our errands, tell us, pray, what is your pleasure?
The lady of my love is caught me talking to another. Oh, fine, a serpent is a rogue. I tell her very plainly that the lady is my mother. Taradiddle, lovely. She won't believe my statement and declares we must be parted because of a career in double dealing I have started. It gets her hands on melody, makes me broken-hearted. Taradiddle, lovely.
A cruel wants to separate two lovers from each other.
Oh, fine, our servant's not a rogue.
You've done him an injustice, for the lady is his mother.
Taradiddle, lovely.
Stable pet for serviture as well as any other. I did not see her face, but they did bundle one another. And she's but 17, there's no way she's a mother.
I have often had a use for a thought and excuse of a son which is English for a pente. What of all I've ever heard, this is much the most absurd. For she's 17 and he is 5 and 20.
For she is 17 and he is only 5 and 20. Oh, fine, the servant is a rogue.
Now listen, pray to me, for this paradox will be carrying nobody at all contradictedly. Her age upon the date of his birth was -8 if she's 17 and he is 5 and 20.
For she is 17 and he is only 5 and 20. To say she is his mother is an utter bit of folly. Oh, fine, our servant is a rogue. Perhaps his brain is addled and is very melancholy. Taradiddle, tall-lolly. I wouldn't say a word that could be reckoned as a jury. So to find a mother younger than her son is very curious. And that's the kind of mother that is usually spurious. Taradiddle, tall-lolly.
Away, madam, I should say, madam, you display, madam, shocking taste. It is rude, madam, to intrude, madam, with your crude, madam, brazen face. You appear, madam, interfere, madam, appear, madam, I am one. You're aware, madam, what you dare, madam, so take care, madam, and be gone.
Not to say, madam, I should say, madam, you display, madam, shocking taste. It is rude, madam, to allude, madam, to your rude, madam, brazen face. We don't fear, madam, any peer, madam, no, my dear, madam, this is one. It was fair, madam, unaware, madam, what they dare, madam, what they done.
Wearied by these puny mortals, I will launch from fairy portals all the most horrific
a tongue to teach respectful speech, your attitude to vary, your badinage so airy, your manner arbitrary, are both a place when face to face with an influential fairy.
We never knew we were talking to an influential fairy.
Well, plague on this spaghetti, I'm in the nice quandary, with dames unknown and hasty tone, I should have been more chary. It seems that she's a fairy from Anderson's library, and I took her for the proprietor of a ladies' seminary.
For the proprietor of a ladies' seminary.
When next your houses do assemble, you may tremble.
Our wrath when gentlemen offend us is tremendous.
They meet who underrate our colleague, doom appalling.
Take down our sentence as we speak it, and he shall wreak it.
Oh, spare us.
Henceforth struck and cast away, crooks and pipes and women so gay, flocks and herds that fleet and low, into Parliament you shall go.
Into Parliament you shall go, backed by our supreme authority, you'll command a large majority. Into Parliament, 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 he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go. Into Parliament, 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 he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go.
In the parliamentary hive, liberal or conservative time, the oratory I don't know, but into Parliament you shall go.
Into Parliament he shall go, backed by our supreme authority, he'll command a large majority. Into Parliament, 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 he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go. Into Parliament, 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 he shall go. Into Parliament he shall go.
Every bill and every measure that may gratify his pleasure, though your fury it arouses, shall be passed by both your houses. You shall sit, if he sees reason, through the grouse and salmon season. He shall end the cherished rites you enjoy on Friday nights. He shall prick that annual blister, marriage with deceased wife's sister. Titles shall ennoble then all the common councilmen. Years shall teem in Christendom, and a duke's exalted station be attainable by competitive examination.
They can't dissemble, nor hide their fear that makes them Say what he will say, result because it breaks. A hint is meant to pursue all wrong.
chase monotony. He exercises of his brains, that is, assuming that he's got any. Though never nurtured in the lap of luxury, yet I admonish you, I am an intellectual chap, and think of things that would astonish you. I often think it's comical, that nature always does contrive, that every boy and every gal that's born into the world of life is either a little liberal or else a little conservative. Is either a little liberal or else a little conservative. La la la. When in that house MPs divide, if they've a brain and cerebellum too, they've got to leave that brain outside and vote just as their leaders tell them to. But then the prospect of a lot of dull MPs in close proximity, all thinking for themselves, is what no man can face with equanimity. Then let's rejoice with love for love, that nature always does contrive, every boy and every gal that's born into the world of life is either a little liberal or else a little conservative. Is either a little liberal or else a little conservative.
Stands a member of Parliament, carries every bill he chooses to his pleasures all are spent, showing that fairies have their uses. Whigs and Tories giving their glories, giving an ear to all the stories. The lonely clowns are holding their blues, traffic makes them shake in their shoes. Shake in their shoes, shake in their shoes, traffic makes them shake in their shoes and their shoes.
Stands a member of Parliament, running on alcohol abuses his unqualified assent. Somehow nobody now refuses. Whigs and Tories in their glories, giving an ear to all his stories, carrying every billing they wish. Here's a pretty kettle of fish, kettle of fish, kettle of fish, kettle of fish, kettle of fish. Here's a pretty kettle of fish. Stands a member of Parliament, carries every bill he chooses to his pleasures all are set, carrying every billing they wish, carrying every billing they wish. Here's a pretty kettle of fish.
You seem annoyed. Annoyed? I should think so. What, this ridiculous protege of yours is playing the deuce with everything. Tonight is the second reading of his bill throwing the peerage open to competitive examination.
And he'll carry it too.
Carry it? Of course he will. He's a parliamentary Pickford. Tonight,
If you please, that's our fault.
The deuce it is.
Yes. We influence the members and compel them to vote just as he wishes them to.
That's our system. It shortens the debates.
Well, but think what it all means. I don't so much mind for myself. But with a house of peers with no grandfathers worth mentioning, the country must go to the dogs.
Yeah.
I suppose it must.
This comes of women interfering in politics. I have no objection to brains. I have a great respect for brains. I often wish I had some myself. But with a house of peers composed exclusively of people of intellect, what's to become of the House of Commons?
I hadn't thought of that.
It so happens that if there is an institution in Great Britain which is not susceptible of any improvement at all, it is the House of Peers. When Britain really ruled the waves in good Queen Bess's time, the House of Peers made no pretense to intellectual eminence or scholarship sublime. Yet Britain won her proudest praise in good Queen Bess's glorious days. Yes, Britain won her proudest praise in good Queen Bess's glorious days.
Yes, Britain won her proudest praise in good Queen Bess's glorious days.
When Wellington thrashed Bonaparte, as any child can tell, the House of Peers throughout the war did nothing in particular and did it very well. Yet Britain set the world ablaze in good King George's glorious days. Yes, Britain set the world ablaze in good King George's glorious days.
Yes, Britain set the world ablaze in King George's glorious days.
And while the House of Peers withholds its legislative hand, and noble statesmen do not itch to interfere in matters which they do not understand, as bright will shine Great Britain's rays as in King George's glorious days. As bright will shine Great Britain's rays as in King George's glorious days.
As bright will shine Great Britain's rays as in King George's glorious days.
Charming persons, are they not?
Distinctly. For self-contained dignity combined with airy condescension, give me a British representative here.
Then pray stop this protege of yours before it's too late. Think of the mischief you're doing.
But we can't stop him now. Aren't they lovely? Oh, why did you have to go and defy us, you great geese? In vain to us you plead. Don't go. Your prayers we do not heed. Don't go. It's true we sigh, but don't suppose a tearful eye forgiveness shows. Oh no. We're very cross indeed. Yes, very cross. Don't go. It's true we sigh, but don't suppose a tearful eye forgiveness shows. Oh no.
Draw forth indignant tears, don't go. We break our laws, we bubble. We cry because we hate you so. You know, you very wicked fears, you wicked fears, don't go.
You break our laws, you are our foes. We cry because we hate you so. You know, you very wicked peers, you wicked peers. Don't go.
Our disrespectful sneers, ha ha, all forth indignant tears, ha ha. If that's the case, my dears,
Don't go.
we'll go.
Oh, shame. Shame upon you. Is this the fidelity to the laws you have sworn to obey? Know ye not that it is death to marry a mortal?
Yes, but it is not death to wish to marry a mortal. If it were, you'd have to execute us all.
This is weakness. Subdue it.
We know it's weakness, but the weakness is so strong.
We aren't all as tough as you are.
Tough. Do you think that I am insensitive to the effects of manly beauty? Look at that man. A perfect picture. Who are you, sir?
Private Willis, B Company, 1st Grenadier Guards.
Oh, you are a fine fellow, sir.
I am generally admired.
Oh, quite understand it. Now, here is a man whose physical attributes are simply godlike. That man has the most extraordinary effect upon me. If I gave in to a natural impulse, I shall fall down and worship that man. But I mortify the inclination. I wrestle with it, and it lies beneath my feet. That is how I treat my regard for that man. Oh, foolish faith, think you because his brave array might bosom falls, I disobey our very laws, because I fly in realms above, in tendency to fall in love. Resemble I the amorous dove. Resemble I the amorous dove. Oh, amorous dove, type of Ovidius may so. This heart of mine is soft as thine, although I dare not say so. Amorous dove, type of Ovidius may so. This long expanse we must maintain our fairy law. That is the main on which to draw. In that we gain a Captain Shaw. In that we gain a Captain Shaw. Oh, Captain Shaw, time of true love kept under. Could thy brigade with old cascade quench my great love, I wonder. Oh, Captain Shaw, time of true love kept under. Could thy brigade with old cascade quench my great love, I
I can't imagine why I'm not in better spirits. I am engaged to two noblemen at once. It's enough to make any girl happy, but I am miserable. And don't suppose it's because I care for Strephon, because I hate him. No woman could love a man who goes about with a mother considerably younger than himself.
Phyllis, my darling. Oh, Phyllis, my own.
Don't how dare you! But perhaps you are the two noblemen that I am engaged to.
I am one of them. I'm the other.
Oh, well then, my darling. My own. Oh, no. Oh. So, have you decided which it is to be?
Not altogether. It's a rather difficult position. It would hardly be delicate to toss up. On the whole, we would rather leave it to you.
How could it possibly concern me? I mean, you're both earls, you're both rich, and you're both plain.
So we are. At least I am.
Oh, so am I.
Oh, no, no.
Oh, I am indeed very plain.
Well, perhaps you are.
You see, there's nothing to choose between the two of you. If one of you were to forgo his title and distribute his estates among his Irish tenantry, why then I should see reason to accept the other.
Tumbler, are you prepared to make this sacrifice?
No,
Not even to oblige a lady?
not even to oblige a lady.
Then the only question is, which of us shall give way to the other? On the whole, perhaps on the whole, she'd be happier with me. I don't know. I may be wrong.
No, I don't know that you are. I really believe she would. But the awkward part of the thing is that if you rob me of the girl of my heart, we must fight, and one of us must die. It's a family tradition I have sworn to respect. It's a very painful position, for I have a very strong regard for you, George.
My dear Thomas.
You are very dear to me, George. We were boys together. At least I was. If I were to survive you, my existence would be hopelessly embittered.
Then, my dear Thomas, you must not do it. I say it again and again. If it will have this effect on you, you must not do it. No, no. If one of us is to destroy the other, let it be me.
Oh, no, no.
Ah, yes. By our boyish friendship, I implore you.
Well, it's so. But no, I cannot consent to an act which would crush you with unavailing remorse.
but it would not do so. I should be very sad at first. Oh, who would not be? But it would wear off. I like you very much, Thomas, but not perhaps as much as you like me.
George, you're a noble fellow, but that telltale tear betrays you. No, George, you are very fond of me, and I cannot consent to give you a week's uneasiness on my account.
But it would not last a week. Remember, you lead the House of Lords. On your demise, I shall take your place. Oh, no, Thomas, it would not last a day.
Oh, no. I do hope that you're not going to fight about me because it really isn't worthwhile.
Wow. I don't believe it is.
Nor I. The sacred ties of friendship are paramount.
Though perhaps I may incur your blame, the things are few I would not do in friendship's name.
And I may say I think the same, not even love should rank above through friendship's name.
Then free me, pray me, mind the blame, forget your craze and go, your ways in friendship's name, in friendship's name.
Oh, many a man in friendship's name has yielded fortune, rank, and fame, but no one yet in the world so wide has yielded up a promised bride.
Accept all friendship, all the same.
This
Sacrifice to thy dear name, accepting sacrifice to thy dear name.
Love, unrequited, robbed me of my rest. Love, hopeless love, my heart and soul encumber. Love, nightmare-like, lies heavy on my chest and weaves its way into my midnight When you lie awake with a dismal headache and reposes temple by anxiety, I can see you can choose any language you choose to indulge in without impropriety. When your brain is on fire, your bedclothes conspire, usual slumber to plunder you. First your cover pain goes and it covers you too, and your sheets have been nearly from under you. Then your prickly tickles your gilly, makes pickles so terribly sharp as a pricking, and you're hot and you're cross and you tumble and tumble. No, there's nothing twixt you and the pricking, and the blankets all creep to the ground in the heat, and you pick them all up in a tangle. But your pillow resigns and politely declines to remain in its usual angle. We get some repose of the sort of a devil, and both is red of a ringing, but your slumbery team was as horrible dreaming, ever much better be waking. You dream you are crossing the channel and tossing upon in a steamer from Harwich, which is something between a large bathing machine and a very small second-class carriage. And you're giving out treats by the icy cold meat to a party of friends and relations. Langley, they all came aboard Sloan's Wharf. It's up Kensington Station. Then bound on the journey is senior attorney. He started his morning in Devon. He's a bit undersized, so you're not surprised, but he tells you he's only 11. Unless you're driving like mad with this singular life. By the ship's now a four-wheeler, and you're playing on games and he tells you that name. You tell him, time pay the dealer. Well, this you can't stand, so you throw up your head, and you feel he's cold as an icicle. In your shirt and your socks, the black silk and gold glass classic Salisbury playing on a bicycle. And he and the crew are on bicycles doing it. Feels like there's something invested in. And he's telling the town of the particular, the company he's invested in. It's a scheme of devices to get at low prices, all good from pop pictures to cables, which tickles the tables by treating retailers as though they were all vegetables. First you get a good space with the planters while trading, you take off his boots with a boot tree, and his legs will take roots in his fingers who shoot and they'll blossom and bud like a fruit tree. From the greengrocer tree you get grapes and green peas, cauliflower, pineapples and cranberries. From the cranberry plant the chef berry bread, puffs, panniers and pennies. Is there a penny and there is so many untaken by a rush out of bed, and just when a few are allotted to you, you awake with a shudder despairing. You're a regular wreck with a crick in your neck, and you wonder your stomach because your head's on the floor, and you extend your bits from your shoulders to your shins, and your flesh is a creep, your left leg to sleep, and you're grabbing your toes in a bar, and you're buffing your lungs on a feverish time in a church in the tent and a general stuff. You haven't been sleeping in clover. But the dark night is past, and it's daylight at last, and the night is leading along, ditto, my son. Thank goodness they're both of them old.
I am much distressed to see your lordship in this condition.
My lords, it is seldom that a Lord Chancellor has any right to envy the position of another. But at this very moment, I can tell you, I would rather be 2 earls engaged to Phyllis than any other half-dozen noblemen on the whole face of the globe.
Yes, it's an awkward position when you're the only one.
But, come, take courage. You're a very just, kindly old gentleman, and indeed have no hesitation in approaching yourself. So do so respectfully and with a proper show of deference.
But I grieve to tell you, my lord, I am here in 2 capacities, and they clash, my lord. They clash. I don't know what to do with it. I confess that I have addressed myself in court in terms that make it impossible for me ever to approach myself again. And it pains me, my lord.
This is what it is to have 2 capacities. Let us be thankful that we are persons of no capacity whatever.
Come, as I said, you should have no hesitation in approaching yourself, so that you do so respectfully, with a proper show of deference. You are a very just, kindly old gentleman.
Oh, very well. I'll nerve myself to another effort, and if I fail, I'll accept my fate.
If you go in, you're sure to win. Yours will be the charming maid. Be your lord, the ancient song. Faint heart never won their lady. Never, never, never. Faint heart never won fair lady. Every journey has an event, and that's the winner's event. Time for golden days, come, muzzle your horse and don't say no.
He who shies at such a prize is not worth a matter of fate. He be so kind to bear in mind, fate had never one fair lady. Never, 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 fate had never one fair lady. While the sun shines, make your hay, where a well is, there's a way. Where the lion is there, none but the brave deserve the fair.
I'll take heart and make a start, though I fear the prospect shade. The night's spent to gain my end, fate had never one fair lady.
Never, 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 fate had never one fair lady. Nothing venture, nothing win, honest sin, but water's thin. In for a penny, in for a pot, it's one that makes the world go round. Nothing venture, nothing win, honest sin, but water's thin. In for a penny, in for a pot, it's love that makes the world go
Oh, they took me into the wrong lobby again. I told her. I guess one ought to be enjoying themselves when they're a member of parliament as I am, running two parties. Oh, the poor broken-hearted fool that I am. Oh, Phyllis. Oh, Phyllis.
Yes.
Phyllis? Or should I say, my lady? I have not been informed yet what your ladyship has chosen.
I haven't decided. You see, I have no mother to advise me.
Oh, no? I have.
Yes, a young mother.
Not quite. A few centuries or so.
Centuries. She wears well.
She does. She wears better than these clothes. She's a fairy.
I beg your pardon, what?
Oh, there's no reason to hide it now. She's a fairy.
A fairy?
Oh.
That would explain a good many things. Does that mean you're a fairy?
I'm half a fairy.
Which half?
The upper half. Down to the waistcoat.
Dear me! There's nothing to
Oh, I don't do that!
But why didn't you tell me this before?
Why, I didn't tell you because I was frightened you'd take a disliking to me. Oh, but since it's all off now, I'm only half mortal.
But I'd rather have half a mortal I do love than half a dozen I don't.
Oh, yeah, you just go to your half a dozen.
It's only two. And I hate them. Please forgive me.
I don't think I ought to. Besides, a lot of difficulties can arise. You know, my grandmothers look just half as young as my mother, as do some of my aunts.
I quite understand. Whenever I see you kissing a very young lady, I shall know it is an elderly relative.
You will. Oh, Phyllis, at least be made happy.
We won't wait long.
No. Difficulties may arise. We'll get married first.
And change our minds afterwards.
As is the usual course. If we're weak enough to tarry, every you and I, of the feeling I inspire, you desire by for peers with glowing offers, make their offers, that is why. So I think we should not tarry, you and I.
If we're weak enough to tarry, you and I, with the more attractive being true, if by chance we should be parted, broken-hearted, I should die. So I think we shall not tarry, you and I.
If we're weak enough to tarry, you and I, of the feeling I inspire, you desire by if we're weak enough to tarry, you and I, of the feeling I inspire, you desire by so I think we should not tarry, you and I, you and I, you and I.
So does your mother know your... I mean, is she aware of our engagement?
She is. Oh, and thus she welcomes her daughter-in-law.
She kisses just like other people.
As she should.
But the Lord Chancellor.
Oh, I forgot him, Mother. Nothing resist your fairy eloquence. You'll go to him and plead on our behalf.
No, impossible.
Oh, but Mother, our very lives, our happiness depends on us obtaining his consent.
Oh, madam, you cannot refuse to do this.
You know not what you ask.
Oh, Mother.
The Lord Chancellor, he's my husband.
Your husband?
My husband. And your father.
But then our course is clear. Upon learning that Strephon is his son, all objections to our marriage should be at once removed.
No, he must never know. He believes me to have died childless. And as dearly as I love him, I am bound under penalty of death not to undeceive him. But see, he comes. Quick, my veil.
Oh, victory, victory! Success has crowned my efforts, and I may consider myself engaged to Phyllis. Oh, it was out of the question at first. I would not consider it. But then I pointed out to myself that I had been no stranger to myself. In point of fact, I had been quite closely acquainted with myself for many years. I then pointed out to myself that I, admitting handsomely, gave yield to no man in admiration for my personal and professional virtue. Eventually, I worked on my feelings. Oh, conceive the joy I felt when I felt a tear glistening in the corner of my eye. Well, eventually, after a severe struggle, I most reluctantly, consented.
My lord, how something at your feet I need. Oh, listen to a mother's fond appeal. Hear me tonight, I come in urgent need. 'Tis for my son, young Strephon, that I plead. He loves, if in the
untimely death. If in the eventide of life, sad thoughts of her arise, then let the memory of my wife wait for my boy. He dies. If fondly laid aside in some old cabinet, memorials of thy long dead bride, thy dearly treasured yet. Then let her hallowed bridal dress, her little dainty gloves, her withered flowers, her faded tress, plead for my boy he loves.
This cannot be, or so the fates decide. Young Phyllis is my promised bride.
Thy bride! No.
It shall be so, that those who would separate us both be kind.
Thy doom my lips have spoken, I plead in vain. A vow already broken, I break again. For him, for her, for thee, I yield my life. Behold, it may not be. I am thy
Iolanthe, thou livest.
I live, now let me die.
Once again my vows are broken. Thou thyself my doom hast spoken. Bow thy head to destiny, death thy doom, and thou shalt
Hold! If Iolanthe must die, so must we all. For as she has sinned, so have we.
What?
Are all fairy duchesses, marchionesses, countesses, viscountesses, baronesses, and me.
It's our fault. They couldn't help themselves.
Yes. I see they have helped themselves. And very freely, too. You've all incurred death? They can't slaughter the whole company. And yet,
The law is clear. Any fairy must die who marries a mortal.
Allow me as an old equity draftsman to make a suggestion. The legal mind is equal to the emergency of the moment. The answer is really quite simple. You only need to change one word. Let it stand that every fairy who doesn't marry a mortal shall die. And there you are. Big spot out of your emergency.
We like your humor, sir. Oh, Private Willis!
Ma'am.
In order to save my life, I must marry at once. How would you like to be a fairy guardsman?
Well, ma'am, I don't think much of the British soldier who wouldn't ill-convenience himself to save a female in distress.
You are very brave, sir. You are a fairy from this moment. And what say you, my lords? Will you join our ranks?
Well, now that the peers are to be recruited exclusively from persons of intelligence, I really don't see what further use we are down here. Do you, Tulliver? None whatever.
Good! Then away we go to Fairyland!
As we made off and away, we love as our journey, every happy day. As you can see, everyone is now very, everyone is now a fairy. Though as a general rule we know, 2 strings up to every row. Make up your minds that these will ring. If you're too close to every swing, though as a general rule we know, 2 strings up to every bow. Make up your mind that these will ring. If you're too close to every string.
Up in the sky, ever so high, pleasures come and endless here. We will exchange happy and sing, house of tears for house of beauty.
Peers, 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 house of peers for house of peers. Up in the air, sky high, free with the warts and chance and lie. He will be surely have your floor. He's such a susceptible chancellor. Up in the air, sky high, free from warts and chance to ride. He will be surely have your floor. He's such a susceptible chancellor.